If you've ever been in a large public space and paid attention to the person taking care of that space, they probably have a good stack of microfiber cloths on hand. And the same thing goes for professional cleaners or cleaners who really know what they're doing in a home. They will always be using microfiber because microfiber is better. And ever since I started my cleaning company back in 2006, I have sworn by microfiber because it's a game changer when it comes to cleaning. And as many people know, I have my own line of microfiber cloths called Maker's Clean, and I'm very proud of that. But more importantly, I get a ton of questions about microfiber cloths. So in this video, I wanted to teach you how to use these cloths like a pro. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. And speaking of Maker's Clean, we are having a warehouse sale right now because we are bringing in some new products for 2023. So our older colors are marked down up to 40% off. It is a great time to buy microfiber cloths at Maker's Clean. You can click the link down below or visit makersclean.com. Here's why microfiber is just so much better. First of all, the way that it cleans. It is so much more efficient than a cotton cloth. It can pick up dirt, debris, grease, oil, bacteria with just a wipe, whereas a cotton cloth cannot do that. It will leave lint, it will leave streaks, and because the size of the fiber of a cotton cloth is so much larger under a microscope than a microfiber fiber, it cannot pick up those tiny things, those microscopic things like germs. Microfiber can. That's why you see it being used in so many public places like washrooms and hospitals. Next up, odor. Cotton cloths, they smell. We've all been there. We've all smelled a cotton cloth after it sits for a couple of days. Microfiber does not have the same problem because it's not made out of an organic material. Cotton cloths are often seen as disposables. In fact, when I worked in the cleaning industry, you could just buy like a big old cube of ripped up old towels, and the expectation was that you would use those for cleaning and you would chuck them after. I don't think that's so great. That's why we love microfiber, because it lasts for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of washes. As long as it's taken care of properly, this will clean incredibly for you for years. There are many different weaves available in microfiber, but I'm going to show you the main four that we carry at Maker's Clean. These are the ones that we love using. Okay, first up we have waffle weave. We use this predominantly in our kitchen. It's great for drying your hands. Essentially, it replaces a dish towel or a tea towel. You can use it to dry your hands, you can use it to dry dishes, and we made ours extra large so that you can dry a lot of dishes or a lot of plates or a lot of hands. And many of our customers have actually told us the different uses they have for this cloth. They use it to wipe their dog's paws after a walk. Some people will use it to dry their hair after a bath or shower. There are so many uses for this terrific waffle weave. And what's great about it is that it dries quickly. And that has to do with the fact that the weave is designed in such a way where it's thick in certain parts and thin in other parts. Hence, the waffle weave. Our general purpose cloth comes in a couple of different sizes, but what's great about general purpose is it's designed similar to a terry cloth. So if you look at it, it looks similar to, say, a washcloth. But because those fibers, like I recently spoke about, are designed differently, these clean so much more efficiently. So these are great for both wet and dry cleaning. We call it our general purpose cloth or a general purpose weave because this is what you're gonna pick up and use to clean everyday surfaces like counters, walls, furniture, etc. This is the cloth I use the most around my house. When I'm doing a general cleaning, cleaning up after dinner, doing a quick touch-up of the bathroom, I always reach for my general purpose. Here we have a flat weave microfiber cloth. We call this our glass and electronics cloth because it's good for glass and electronics. Because this flat weave can't cling on to anything. And if it were to cling on to something, that could cause a scratch, whether it's a large visible scratch or a micro scratch, which is called spider webbing. You know, if you hold a piece of glass up or your phone or something and you start to see those little tiny micro scratches, if you use a cloth like this to clean your electronics or your glasses, you won't see those anymore. And this is our duo cloth. It's kind of the best of both worlds cloth. On one side, it's got the general purpose weave, and on the other side, it's ultra plush, super thick, high pile. It kind of feels like a teddy bear. And the reason you would use this is whenever you have a big spill that you need to blot up quickly, or if you're doing some polishing of, say, a vehicle or something that you want like a beautiful shine on, this is your cloth. We have a whole video dedicated to the proper care of microfiber. I will link that for you down below, but I'll give you the quick and clean version of that list. You wanna wash it in cold water. You wanna rinse your cloths before you launder them to get rid of any debris. You wanna wash them only with other microfiber cloths. You wanna use regular detergent, no bleach, no fabric softener, and you can put them in the dryer. Just make sure that you use a low heat. I know it sounds like high maintenance, but trust me, once you get into the groove a couple of times, you will be on autopilot. First of all, with a general purpose cloth, a rule is that if you're gonna dust, you wanna always dust with a dry cloth. If you use a wet cloth, it's gonna turn your dust into glue. Now this doesn't only go for microfiber, this goes for any cloth in general. So you wanna dust dry and then you can clean using your cloth damp or wet. Another thing to know is that because microfiber is so powerful in and of itself, you can often get away with cleaning with just water. I'm talking like a surface, not a bathroom after someone's had the flu. I'm talking like your dining room table. Or you can use a little bit of soapy water. So that's a really great thing to know. Microfiber is super powerful in and of itself. You'll notice here that this cloth is folded into quarters. This is called the 8-sided cleaning trick because a microfiber cloth can give you 8 cleaning surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me do that. 3, 4. Turn it inside out. And then you've got 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if you were using a cotton cloth, this would be soaking wet after quarter number 1. But because a standard microfiber cloth like this can hold 8 times its weight in water, you have 8 cleaning sides. Boom. All right. Over here, we've got our glass and electronics cloth. So rule of thumb, whenever you're cleaning anything like that, you always want to spray the cloth and not the item with the product. Now glasses, mirrors, you can get away with cleaning that, by spraying product on the surface. But for an electronic item, you always want to spray the cloth. And if you want to know how much product to spray on, I always say it should feel like a sneeze. And remember, these are versatile. So another tip I have for you is start putting these around your home and see all of the different uses you can find for them. Because anytime you're going to grab for a cleaning cloth or a paper towel or a disposable wipe, see if you can sub that out and use a microfiber cloth instead. I keep one in my backpack, I keep one in my car. I know my mom uses this and puts it down when she gets out of the shower. Friends will call me and say, hey, I just started using your cloth to do this. We get tons of DMs and comments about the different uses that people have for these cloths. So the world is your oyster when it comes to using microfiber around your home. You just have to get into the groove and see what it can do for you. The caveat to everything I just said is that quality matters. So if you go to the dollar store or some home store and you pick up a huge bulk pack for a super low price, those cloths are not going to do what I just talked about. They might be called microfiber, but they're not going to work the same. So when we put our product line together, quality was at the forefront. Our cloths are thick, they are heavy duty, and they work. When you buy an inexpensive cloth from the dollar store or wherever else, they're essentially designed to be disposable. That's because they want you to go back and buy more. We do not want you to treat these cloths as disposable items. We want you to treat them as reusable items. So if you're going to buy microfiber, invest in the good stuff, take care of it, and it will last you for years, and it will make your job cleaning easier. And again, quick reminder on the topic of price of microfiber cloths, we're having that warehouse sale over at Makers Clean, so you can get your hands on some of our products that we're moving on out from 2022 at up to 40% off. You can visit makersclean.com or check the link down below. And all of that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, do you currently clean with microfiber cloths? If you do, where do you use them and how do you use them? And if you use our cloths, let us know your thoughts about them in the comments down below. To find even more ways to clean with microfiber, I'm putting that 25 ways to clean with microfiber video up for you, and a couple of ways you can support the Clean My Space channel. Of course, is to subscribe, and you can also visit makersclean.com, which is where we sell all of our Makers Clean microfiber products and more. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.